Guys, welcome back to Bright Night Tech. My name is Berto and today we are working on my 3D printed Do3D Mandalorian helmet. Now I have done a helmet before, but right now because the movie's about to come out, Mandalorian and Grogu, I'm excited to work on a second one. But enough talk, let's get right into it. Alright, so the file, like I said, is from Do3D. You can get it right now for $29. This is a really great file. The biggest thing here is the inside with all the detail. So let's go ahead and check it out. Alright, first I printed all of this on my Centauri Carbon, and it came out great. I will show you guys in just a second a change that I should have made when printing this out, but for the most part you can see it came out looking really good. So I'm very happy with the way this one came out. We're going to go ahead and do the other parts here. I believe they call them the greebles, which I am not familiar with the term, but now I know that's what this means. So they all come in separate pieces. The ear part, this is the back of it. Alright, so this part, for some reason, goes on the inside. It came out a little rough, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and sand that. Yeah, it goes inside. I'm not totally sure about that. Here is this. We're going to take off these supports, just like that. And we're going to pull that off. Looks fantastic. I'm not really going to do much with the inside, but I really love the details on that. Alright, we're going to take off these big supports right here. So normally when I do these Mandalorian helmets, I don't do any supports in the middle when I do helmets. But in this case, it looks like I should have because it really messed up the inside detail there. Other than that, it looks great, but now I know if I make this file again to make sure to do that. Okay, let's go ahead and clean this up a bit. Just like that. Looks pretty good. I already got it dirty, but that's alright. There's a little bit of a ring where I changed the filament, so we will try to work with that. Otherwise, it came out really great. I did some adaptive layers on the top, so it doesn't have those really harsh layer lines. And these guys just kind of pop on there just like this. And that's it. But we're going to paint everything separately first. This is the back part. You can see it just slips right in there. You just got to glue it. Pretty simple. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our wood filler like always. Just like that. We're going to go ahead and cover up everything. Even though the Centauri Carbon does really great printing this and getting rid of the layer lines, it does it in such a smooth way. We are still going to definitely cover it in this wood filler so we can sand it down and really make sure we take care of any of those layer lines, just like this. Alright, we're going to cover all that. Okay, so this is all pretty much done. We're going to be careful with that back part. And here we go. Alright, so we're going to let this dry overnight and then finally get to some sanding. Alright, this is the next day. Looks very good. I'm going to go ahead and start doing some sanding. I did put on a little bit thicker on the top there to make sure we got rid of those big layer lines. But for right now, we're going to go through a first sanding with this. Alright, we're going to get it as smooth as we can. So we're all done here. It's going to still look a little bit rough, and that is okay. Next, we are going to do the filler primer on this, but we want to make sure we just get as much of this off as we can. Make sure it's smooth. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. The helmet stand. So I got this helmet stand from Thingiverse, from this creator, and he has a lot of really great designs. Basically, it's like a universal system. You print out the stand and you put the plates that you want, and it looks great. So I went ahead and did this, and normally I will paint and really work on the stand. In this case, we are just going to print this out. I just got some gray filament, and we're just going to use it like that. We're not really going to worry about painting. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do the filler primer, just like this. Going to cover it up. Alright, so this is all covered. It is dry, and we're going to go ahead and do our second sanding on this. Alright, looking good. We're going to get this as smooth as possible. Make sure we get all those parts, any rough sides. Alright, we're going to get the back here. I tried not to fill in that back piece with any wood filler because it can really get stuck in those crevices. Alright, so this is pretty much good to go. We're going to do another layer of filler primer. And then we are going to let this dry, sand it down, and then get to the black. Alright, here is the gloss black that we are going to use. Going to cover it up. So we are not doing any graphite, which is what I would normally be doing by doing some gloss black and then doing the graphite right after that. I do have another video where I did a Mandalorian helmet that way. This time we're going to be a little bit different just for the sake of it, and we are just going to do silver spray paint. Here is the stand. I didn't have a chance to show it earlier, but looks great. We're just going to piece that together. You can see another project I'm working on right there. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and cover these. I already did gloss black on those, and then we are just going to do a little bit of silver on top of that, and then let that dry. Alright, so today is an extremely windy day, as you can see, like really windy. So we are going to try to paint this, and it's almost falling, so I got to be real quick and try to film some of it, but it is extremely windy. So let's go ahead and try to get some of that. Okay, alright, it's going to fall down. Let's just call that good for now. Alright, so eventually I found a little window where I was able to spray paint this totally silver. So, like I said, a little different than what we normally would do with the graphite, but since I already have one of those, let's just try something different. So it looks pretty good. Alright, this is the next day. It is nice and dry. We're just going to go ahead and glue all these pieces. I got some super glue. We're going to put the ear parts on there, and this just kind of drops in. Make sure it is touching so it can adhere to it and get nice and dry, just like that. And then same thing with the top. We're going to put a little bit of super glue all around. Be very careful if you get too close to the top, it will get hazy and then you might have to repaint. So just an FYI. Okay, we're going to do the other side just like this. Pop that in there. Boom. Looking good. Alright, let's go ahead and let that dry. Before I forget, here is that back part. We are just gonna pop that in carefully and try not to move everything. Just like that. Alright, so here is the visor. So I'm going to put all this stuff in the description. This is a piece of plastic that I bought to use. And then here is the window tint that I got. This is like a rubbery kind. So you don't have to be as careful with it as some other ones. But you do need to cut it into size. So as you can see here, it does adhere to it without anything, but you can see on the other side all those air bubbles. So I'm going to go ahead and spray some water there, and then we are going to squeegee out those air bubbles just like that. So it's going to go look a lot better, and then we're going to go ahead and do the other side and make sure we get all those air bubbles out. Okay, so I went ahead and did the other part. And okay, so now if I flip it over, you'll see way less air bubbles. It's looking a lot better. So that is definitely the way to go. So this is an old visor that I used for one of my other helmets. So we're just going to use this as the template for the visor we need now. We are going to let it be a little bit longer just in case. And go ahead and cut this. Boom, looking good. The other side. And I'm going to use some Velcro pieces, 2 at the bottom, 2 on the side. That's normally what I've done with my other ones. But as you can see, I cut the bottom kind of crooked. So we're just going to try to make that work. We can definitely fix that. I just got to kind of put it in a weird angle. And it's looking pretty good. Just like that. Alright, so we're going to do some clear coat on this. And then nothing else to do but the glamour shots. And there you have it, my second Mandalorian helmet. Very happy with the way this one turned out with the proper silver color. As I showed you guys, the last one I did was with the graphite, and although it does look cool, it is not the proper color that I wanted. So I'm very happy that I found that Do3D file with the inside detail. I think it's just a really great addition to it. But yeah, I'm ecstatic with the way this one turned out. But let me know what else you guys think I should work on. And thanks for watching. If you have any questions, go ahead and put in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button for notifications. And we will see you next time.